guys, this is Comic Uno, and today I'm doing top 10 Kickstarters of the month. And before I get into this video, I only have 2 days left for my campaign, Like Father, Like Daughter. It's about a high school girl. Father left her to become a full-time superhero. Everyone in the world loves him except for her, and then she inherits his abilities. If you back this up, you get over 20 indie comics, so I'm sure you enjoy indie comics. If you're on this video, I'm sure you'll also find your favorite, and it is only $1 to support that. Anyone who backs up this campaign will get those indie comics. And again, our deadline here is Wednesday at 11 a.m. Eastern time, so hopefully you guys could go support that. Now, to get into the video, I do have a friend who has a Kickstarter, and to not be biased, I do want to give her a shout out here, but I couldn't put her into the top 10, and that is Beautiful Soldiers by LaShawn. And this book is something that she's been working on for forever, and I've been super excited for it. I'm a big fan of the magical girl, Sailor Moon type stories, and to see that with a very diverse cast and an American comic with beautiful artwork, I was very excited to support this one. It's also a graphic novel, so you're getting a lot of story in one as well. Now, moving on to the top 10. Number 10 for me is Forgotten Hymns. This is a Lovecraft story, and there are a lot of Lovecraft stories on the platform, but I like that this one definitely felt different. We have this heiress who has to uncover her father's crimes, and you have a mystery involved, and of course the Lovecraft genre injected into this. So I just thought it was a very unique concept, and that is number 10. Moving on to number 9, which is HELM GREYCASTLE. And this is a fantasy book, and also definitely showcasing some diversity with the Latinx cast, which I thought was really great. Also, something that really jumped out at me was actually the coloring for this book. I really enjoyed kind of the pastel-looking vibe of the book, and yeah, it just looked really pretty. So that is number 9. Moving on to number 8 is Jimmy Palmiotti's Pop Kill issue 3 and 4. Pop Kill obviously has been a book that has been on the platform already and doing very successfully, and this is the next installment of the book. And I think it's great that Jimmy's been doing a lot of his indie books on Kickstarter and been utilizing that platform, spreading the word about that platform, and really being a part of the Kickstarter community. And also, it's just a great book, so go check this one out. If you like Jimmy Palmiotti's work, definitely go check this one out. And if you want to try out a new book. Going into number 7, which is Mysticonic High issue 9. What I'm always impressed with this book, A, is how fast the book is delivered. So Mike Shee, who does these titles, he really he launches a Kickstarter, he delivers those Kickstarters, and then he launches a Kickstarter pretty much the next month, and that's just such a hustle all in itself. So that's one reason to put it on the list. A, it's also a really great book and a lot of fun. Love the art style as well, and definitely go check this out. You don't get enough serialized comics on the platform, especially reaching up to issue 9. So in really all fronts, this is a worthwhile pickup. And again, especially if you like books coming at you very quickly, that is another thing you kind of don't get on the platform as often. Now, moving on to number 6, which is Glamorella Daughter. So as a fan of the family dynamic story, of course, with the title of my own comic, this just really spoke to me. It's a very different daughter having to team up with her mom, who her name is Glamorella, and you know, the main daughter being a little bit more of a plain Jane, and how can they work together? And it kind of has this more cartoonier look, kind of storybook look that I feel like anyone could really grab onto this one. So that is number 6. Moving on to number 5, which is Snow White Zombie Apocalypse. I do like a good twist on the fairy tale we all know and love, and the artwork looked really, really good, and also the concept. Come on, Snow White with zombies? That's a pretty cool concept. So that is number 5. Moving on to number 4, which, again, the concept kind of just grabbed me here, and that's Ruining Christmas. So even their log line's like, hey, a time for giving, how about a time for taking? So it's a very different vibe for the holiday season. Obviously a perfect time to launch a book like this. And it also kind of has this webtoons look to it, which I enjoyed, and just a really, really unique concept. So that's number 4. Moving on to number 3, a book I'm super excited for, and that is Aquarius, the Book of Mare. And I am a huge mermaid fan. I don't think it's a genre or type of characters we get to see enough in comics, and it's a new tale of mythology we've seen, which is kind of cool, and a new voice, which I'm really excited for. So yeah, it's also an Image comic, which is, it's cool to see some of these Image comics being funded through Kickstarter, then finding another life through the direct market. I just love how Kickstarter is being used in so many different ways. So definitely go check out this book. I am so excited for it. Now moving on to number 2, another mainstream writer is writing this, and that is Catch and Release by Ed Brisson. I am a huge fan of Ed Brisson's The Violent, which is really what connected me to this Kickstarter, which has a little bit more to do with the murder mystery, kind of street level side of the story. So I'm really excited for this one, and that is number 2. Moving on to number 1, another kind of mainstream, different way to use Kickstarter, and that is Witchblade, the Omnibus Volume 2. They did one for Volume 1, but the reason this is number 1 is because of the changes they're making here. They're actually releasing Witchblade issue and a half, which is Marguerite Bennett and the new creative team for Witchblade is doing a half issue, and they're kind of making it exclusive to Kickstarter. I think they're also opening up to either, BackerKit or that third platform that they're using. I think it was BackerKit or ComicsOx, whatever it was, that they're also going to sell it there as well. But I like this kind of limited edition idea to that issue for people who want to support through crowdsourcing and to really make crowdsourcing more known, and again, more people to the Kickstarter platform, which was really cool. And if you're a Witchblade fan, you get the omnibus, you get a collection of it. I just thought it was a really unique Kickstarter and gets me excited for the new Witchblade. So that's my number 1. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. This is Comic Uno. Definitely follow me on Twitter and Facebook. Go check out my comics like Father Like Daughter and They Call Her Dancer. And every Tuesday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time is Comic Book Weekly, where we discuss our favorite comics and comic book news. Thanks, guys. Bye.